Hi everyone, this is Adrien, the exercise specialist at Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. Today I thought I would show you guys week 3 of the Stand Up to Falls Fall Prevention program. We obviously already did weeks 1 and 2 over the last couple weeks, as well as a subsequent exercise video. So week 3 is the second to the last of the 4 weeks, obviously. And we will continue with a similar kind of a scheme as we did previously. Do a real quick warm up with our bodies seated, and then we'll move into a couple of dynamic balance exercises, followed by some strengthening movements, followed by a cool down, which includes some stationary type of balance exercises. And that'll be kind of the routine that we follow as of today, as Coach Luna comes to say hello. So that'll be the routine that we are following today. Similarly to the first weeks, we will be progressing to make things slightly more challenging today by adding in additional 15 seconds to the time we're doing the resistance training exercise, while also reducing the rest time. So for week 3, it is 60 seconds of exercise, followed by 30 seconds rest in between sets. So for the resistance training movements, that's 3 sets per movement, followed by 30 seconds rest in between each of those. So chair squats per minute, 30 seconds off. Chair squats per minute, 30 seconds off. Chair squats per minute, 30 seconds off. Followed by the 30-second rest, then on to the next movement, so on and so forth. So we're doing exercises 4 longer, while also reducing our rest period slightly to make things more challenging overall. So as I said in the other fall prevention videos, if you are at risk for falls or you have concerns with your balance, which if you're watching these videos, that tends to be the case, please never do these exercises alone. Please always have someone there present who can help you if it is needed. Last thing we want is for someone to have a fall while they're working on their fall prevention. So, as per usual, if you're new to physical activity, if you're returning to physical activity from a long layoff, or if you have a medical condition that might make doing physical activity difficult, please consult with your physician prior to beginning any new exercise program. Thank you. So, we'll take you guys through a real quick sedentary warm-up as Coach Luna wants to join me here. So we're going to just take our neck, we're going to rock our neck side to side, just like this. Nice and controlled, side to side. And take our shoulders, we're going to roll our shoulders backwards. I'm going to keep that ball. So roll our shoulders backwards. Now we roll our shoulders forwards. I have a tough time with this one. Forward shoulder rolls. Now we'll take our arms and let's do some gentle backward circles. Nothing too crazy, nothing too intensive, just some small circles backwards, followed by small circles forwards. Now we'll give ourselves a little hug. We'll do some gentle side to side rotations. Now we'll take our feet, we're going to do some leg extensions, alternating leg extensions. You're kicking your feet out, trying to warm up some of those muscles in your bicep. Start doing that right now. Now, seated with our feet on the floor, we're gonna abduct our legs and adduct. So in and out, sliding your feet along the floor, warming up those hips. Okay, so those are the first. So that is the first stage of the warm-up. Now we're going to move into the more active balance portion of the exercises today. First off, so we're actually going to start working on some more single leg type of activities today. So for this one, what I want you to do is you're going to have your chair on one side. You're going to support yourself, raise your one foot up a bit. We're going to raise it off the ground just a little bit. And what I want you to do is think about touching your heel down on the ground in front of you. Bring it back, and then toe touch in the back. So heel in the front, toe in the back. So heel, toe. You can go as far out or as close as you are comfortable. And the same thing, you can also touch out to the side and over, similar to the star excursion kind of protocol I showed last time. And then we'll switch legs. So heel to the front, toe to the back, heel to the front, toe to the back, go sideways, and inwards. That is the first one. So we want you to do that for about 3 sets of 15 to 30 seconds depending on how time is. Now what we're going to actually do is doing slightly dynamic. So with yourself holding on your support, you're going to be on your one leg, your other foot is in the air. And what we're doing is a really subtle, small, sideways hop onto your other foot. So just to show you guys, you're going to go hop onto your other foot, hop, hop. So if all you can do is start on one leg and mosey over to the other one, kind of like this, that's totally fine. But the goal is if we start on one and gently, just get a little bit of a hop, a little bit of a hop. And you see, I'm here to support myself with the chair. If you're able to do this without that, that's fantastic too. What we're trying to do is work on some of that dynamic stabilization. The final one for today is going to be similar, but a little less explosive. We're going to take a wide step, or step up, touch in front of us, touch behind us, step to the other side, up, touch front, touch back. So it's kind of combining everything that we just did. So step, up, front, back, step, up, front, back. If that is not challenging enough to you, you can always let go of your support. Step, up, front, back, step, up, front, back. Or you can do it with an actual hop in there, right? Step, onto one leg, up, front, back, step, up, front, back. So we do that one for a few rounds as well. So those are the dynamic type of balancing movements I wanted to show today. Now we'll move on to the strength training component. As again, I will only be doing the first round of each exercise today. We don't need to have a 45-minute long video. So after I'm done each set, just pause the video and complete the second and third sets appropriately at that time, and then continue, because I'll only be doing the first set and then moving directly on to the next exercise. So moving on. First exercise is the chair squat. So everyone in position with your chair. Remember, you can cross out in front, go out in front, hold on to the side. If you have armrests, you can hold on to. If you have a walker, hold on to that. Whatever you need. 1 minute of this and begin. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Remember, trying to keep your back as straight as possible. Focus on shifting those hips backwards as you sit down. Nice and controlled. We're halfway. Nice and controlled. Working on all those leg muscles. Hey. 10 more seconds left. Sorry, Coach Luna was just about to knock over the camera there. Can't have that happen. And time. So pause the video now, take your 30 seconds rest, and then do round 2, then pause at the final time, and then do round 3. I'm going to move right on to the second movement, which will be the leg curl. So in position, 30 seconds aside, and begin. Working those hamstring muscles. As per usual, my upper leg, so my hip to my knee, are trying to stay as motionless as possible. All I'm moving is my foot to my knee, so my shin, my foot, and my entire lower leg complex. I see we're nice and controlled, nothing too crazy. Almost there. And switch legs. Other leg, same thing, nice and controlled. Nice and controlled, almost there. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Great, so once again, you would now pause the video for another, and then do rounds 2 and 3 of that. 30 seconds per leg with 30 seconds rest in between. Moving on to exercise size 3 is the standing leg abduction. Once again, 30 seconds per side. So get into position and begin. Work on those outer hip muscles. We want to try and stay as upright as possible. I don't really want you leaning over here. That's just overcompensating. It's not actually working the muscles as effectively as we want. I'd rather your leg actually move less, but you be more upright. You will have a stronger contraction in those abductor muscles of your outer hip. And switch sides. Support, get into position, and go. Almost there, 10 more seconds. And time. That's a tough one. So, as I said previously, 3 total rounds of that. You should do 30 seconds each side per leg, followed by 30 seconds rest. That's 1 round, do 3 total rounds. Then move on to exercise 4, which is the dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. So that's where you go up on your heels and then on your toes, right? So we're supporting ourselves with the surface here, up on our toes, and then heels. Toes, and heels. Toes, and heels. Also known as plantiflexion, dorsiflexion. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Plantiflexion, dorsiflexion. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. So exercises like this, when you're on your toes, work those calf muscles and those soleus muscles, your gastrocnemius, so the muscles on the back of your leg. When you go up on your heels, you're actually working the muscles on the front of your shin. There is a muscle there. It's called your anterior tibialis, as well as a couple of little small, more intricate muscles. But that's the big important one there. A weak anterior tibialis often leads to things like shin splints in people. So it's an important muscle to work. And raising your toes off the ground as high you can on your heels is a good way to work those muscles. Almost there. Hold down for about 5 seconds at the end. And time. Great work, everyone. So we would do that one for, once again, 3 total sets. That's set 1. So pause the video, do your second set, and then your third set. Moving on to the final other resistance training exercises is everyone's favorite, wall push-ups. Wall push-ups obviously are exercises you want for your ability to actually push off things, like the ground, push something away from you, so on and so forth. So we'll do this for 1 minute. Everyone get into position and begin. My wrists should be roughly in line with my elbows. When I'm straight and out, like when my arms are straight, and when I'm fully straight, my wrists, my elbows, and my shoulders should be roughly in a straight line. Doesn't work for everyone. Everyone's biomechanics are different, so your limb length is always a little different. But that's just what we're roughly looking for. Almost there, 20 more seconds. Almost there. Working those pushing muscles, working those pectoral muscles, those shoulder muscles, and those tricep muscles. And time. So let's get pause that video. And you'll do 3 total rounds of that, so there'll be 2 more rounds after the one I just did with you. Each round lasting 1 minute with a 30-second rest in between. So now, since we're done the resistance training component, we're going to move on. To the more stationary and cool down balance portions of the workout today. So for that, the exercises that I have picked today, the first one actually is going to be kind of it's a cool exercise that you can do from many different positions. Some people often do this exercise from a planking position. Some people do it from a seated position. You can do it standing. I've even seen videos of people doing this position while in a hands, or doing this exercise while in handstands, believe it or not, which is pretty crazy. So what you're gonna do, I have some objects to the right of me, which I've selected today to be some workout plates. Felt it was fitting. I spray painted all of my plates white so I can see them easier. Helps. I was tired of stubbing my toes. So, what we're going to be doing is you're going to be seated in your chair, feet flat on the floor. So you're nice and you're supported. So we have no concerns with any of those things. You're in a good position. What you're going to do, so you can use things like plates or dumbbells, or if you have, water bottles, milk jugs, anything that's soft with a little bit of weight to it, but not that much, just a couple pounds that you can pick up and move. That's relatively durable. It's not going to break. Like, don't use glass or anything like that. Anything or metal, anything sharp. I guess I'm using metal plates, but they're rounded and sanded, so they'll be okay. And so the whole point of the movement is going to be, you're going to be bending over to one side. You're going to be grabbing one of the plates. You bring it up, across, and then you put it down on the other side. Reach across, up, down, across to the other side, across, up, down to the other side, and finally, across, up, down to the other side. So that exercise it's getting you used to the forces of leaning side to side in your chair and reaching and things that we have done before. But this now also adds some external resistance, so a bit of weight to it. So it's another simple progression over what we have over what we have done. So then what we do after that? We then go back the other way. Pick up, slow and across, and then down. Pick up, slow and across, and down. Up, slow and across, and down. Up, slow and across, and down. So that'll be considered one set there. I would generally recommend people do between 1 and 3 sets depending on how you're feeling. As you see, I'm nice and I'm controlled. It's not, I'm only doing heavy. The heaviest thing there I had is 5 pounds, and that's as heavy as I would ever personally go on it. So you should never really do anything too heavy on it. You just something to give you a little bit of external weight that you can pick up, transfer, rotate, and bring down. So that's going to be the primary cool down movement. What we'll do to finish off is if we can have everyone put your hands on your upper thighs there, or resting on your knees, hands down your side. And if you can, what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes and we're going to take 3 deep breaths, and then we'll be finished for the day. So head down, just relax, breathe in, hold, and out. That's 1. Hold, and out, and last one. And out. That just helped to help regulate your nervous system, bring it back to a parasympathetic state, so you're out of that fight or flight state from the exercise. So just to help bring you back down to normal. So I hope you found that. I hope you found that helpful. Doing all 3 rounds of every exercise is pretty difficult. So I hope that it's a good challenge for all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to post them down below. Week 4 will be posted as of next week, and which is the final week of the program. If you have any questions, like I said, post them down there. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the video. My name is Adrien. I'm the exercise specialist at the Leduc Beaumont Devon Primary Care Network. Thank you so much, and have a great day.